Over 60, 4 worst oils you should never touch, and 4 you must eat daily. What if the oil you're using to cook your breakfast is quietly damaging your heart, your memory, and your ability to walk tomorrow morning? It sounds dramatic, but for seniors over 60, this is a daily reality hiding in plain sight. Every few minutes, someone in America suffers a stroke. Every few seconds, another person is diagnosed with heart disease. And in many cases, the invisible culprit is right there in your kitchen, on your stove, in your frying pan, soaking into your food. We've been told certain oils are heart healthy, but real science tells a different story. Some of the most common cooking oils labeled as safe are flooding your body with toxins, fueling joint pain, and feeding brain fog that only gets worse with age. In this video, I'm going to show you the 4 worst oils silently aging your body and the 4 best oils that could help reverse years of damage and protect your independence. So if you care about living stronger, clearer, and longer, please subscribe now. This could be the quiet turning point in how you age and how you feel in the next 10 years. Let's take that first healing step, starting in your kitchen. 1. The real cost of using the wrong oil after 60. You may not feel it after a single meal, but if you're over 60, the oil you choose every day could be the difference between staying independent or slowly losing the ability to walk, think clearly, or remember the names of your loved ones. Let's start with what science knows. A 2021 study published in Frontiers in Aging Neuroscience showed that chronic low-grade inflammation, often caused by diet, was a key driver in cognitive decline among adults over 60. What fuels that inflammation? Cooking oils high in omega-6 fatty acids and processed under high heat, like the ones hiding under the label vegetable oil. According to the American Heart Association, trans fats commonly found in reheated oils can increase your risk of heart disease by up to 75%. But here's the more frightening part: over 90% of store-bought sauces, frozen meals, and salad dressings in the U.S. contain these oils. It's not just what you fry with, it's what you unknowingly eat every day. Many seniors complain of brain fog, joint stiffness, and poor sleep, and often chalk it up to aging. But what if it wasn't just age? What if it was the oils coating every pan, salad, and packaged snack? As your body gets older, its ability to process toxins slows down. The liver becomes less efficient. Detox pathways are sluggish, and inflammation takes longer to resolve. That means toxic byproducts from bad oils stay longer in your system, doing more damage. In fact, a study in Lipids in Health and Disease found that seniors who consumed more refined oils had higher markers of oxidative stress, higher blood pressure, and lower antioxidant capacity. These aren't small side effects. They're early markers of Alzheimer's, heart attacks, immune collapse. And yet, most doctors don't ask what kind of oil you use. Most health checkups ignore your pantry altogether. But your kitchen choices, especially your oil, are either silently protecting your brain and heart or steadily eroding them. So if you've ever wondered why your knees ache, your mind feels foggy, or your energy crashes after meals, don't just look at your age, look at your oil. In the next section, I'll walk you through the 3 most dangerous oils that are still in most seniors' kitchens and the quiet damage they may already be doing inside your body. 2. 3 dangerous oils that may be harming you right now. Hubur 1 soybean oil, the silent saboteur in your kitchen. Let's start with one of the most common and most deceptive oils in American households, soybean oil. You'll find it labeled as vegetable oil, blended oil, or just hiding in the ingredient list of your favorite dressings, sauces, or frozen dinners. It's cheap, it's everywhere, and it's silently contributing to inflammation, hormone disruption, and even brain decline in seniors. A study from the University of California, Riverside 2020, found that soybean oil significantly altered over 100 genes in the brains of mice, including genes tied to Alzheimer's, depression, and metabolic disease. This wasn't just an animal fluke. The researchers emphasized that soybean oil could pose serious health risks for aging brains. So why is this oil still so widely used? Because it's stable on shelves. neutral in flavor, and inexpensive for manufacturers. But for your body, especially after 60, it's far from harmless. Soybean oil is high in omega-6 fatty acids, which aren't inherently bad. Your body needs some omega-6. But here's the catch. Most seniors consume 15 to 20 times more omega-6 than omega-3s, an imbalance that drives chronic inflammation. And chronic inflammation isn't just about joint pain. It's the underlying fuel for heart disease, type 2 diabetes, autoimmune disorders, and dementia. According to the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, diets high in omega-6s are strongly associated with higher levels of C-reactive protein, CRP, a major marker of inflammation and heart risk. Now think about what that means for you. You might be eating healthy grilled chicken, veggies, and salad, but if your cooking oil or dressing contains soybean oil, you could still be flooding your body with toxins that overwhelm your liver and fog your brain. Worse yet, over 90% of soybeans in the U.S. are genetically modified and processed using hexane, a chemical solvent that can leave trace residues in the final oil. If you're over 60, your body doesn't recover from chemical exposure the way it used to. Your liver detox pathways slow down, and harmful compounds stick around longer, doing more damage to cells, joints, and memory. So if you're feeling more tired than usual, noticing forgetfulness, or struggling with weight gain despite trying hard, this might not be just getting old. It might be your oil. The solution awareness is the first step. Now that you know how harmful soybean oil can be, you're ready to replace it with oils that heal, not harm. In the next section, we'll look at another dangerous offender, a golden, innocent-looking oil that's linked to clogged arteries, insulin resistance, and even higher stroke risk in seniors. Number 2, canola oil, the hidden heart risk. At first glance, canola oil looks like the healthier choice. It's marketed as low in saturated fat, heart smart, and ideal for cooking. But don't be fooled by the label. Canola oil, despite its friendly image, is one of the most heavily processed oils you can buy, and it may be doing more harm to your heart and brain than you realize. Let's break it down. Canola oil is made from the rapeseed plant, which naturally contains high levels of erucic acid, a compound that can be toxic to the heart in large quantities. To make it edible, companies genetically modify the plant and then extract the oil using high-heat chemical processes, including hexane, a known neurotoxin. This processing creates oxidized fats and lipid peroxides, both of which have been linked to artery damage and brain inflammation. In one study published in Nutrients, mice that were fed canola oil had worsened memory, increased amyloid plaque in the brain, a key feature of Alzheimer's, and elevated markers of inflammation. Another study in Lipids in Health and Disease found that canola oil consumption in older adults was linked to higher blood pressure and lower antioxidant levels, a dangerous combination for anyone over 60. Still think it's harmless? Let's go deeper. Canola oil is widely used in restaurants, baked goods, salad dressings, and packaged snacks. Its neutral taste and low cost make it a go-to ingredient for food manufacturers. But when heated, especially in deep fryers, it can produce trans fats, which are so dangerous that they've been banned in many countries. Trans fats increase your LDL bad cholesterol, lower your HDL good cholesterol, and raise your risk of heart disease, stroke, and type 2 diabetes. For seniors who already face slower metabolism, reduced cardiovascular resilience, and declining detox capacity, this is a disaster waiting to happen. And because canola oil is so common, it's hard to avoid unless you actively check labels. That seemingly healthy salad or low-fat muffin might be harboring oxidized fats that are feeding silent inflammation in your arteries and brain. Remember the last section. We talked about how inflammation from oils can fog your mind, stiffen your joints, and accelerate aging. Canola oil does all of that and more. So if your knees ache in the morning, if your memory is fading, or if your blood pressure won't stabilize, look again at your pantry. You might be unknowingly sabotaging your health. Coming up next, an oil that might seem innocent but is quietly tied to neurodegeneration. blood sugar issues, and hormone disruption in older adults. You'll want to see this one. First, 3. Corn oil, the inflammation machine in disguise. If soybean oil is the silent saboteur and canola oil the misleading heart helper, then corn oil is the inflamed engine that keeps your body in constant crisis, especially if you're over 60. Let's be clear, corn oil isn't just used for cooking. It's hidden in frozen meals, snacks, crackers, margarine, and just about every fried item in restaurants. Why is this a problem? Because corn oil is extremely high in omega-6 fatty acids, up to 60% of its fat content. And as we mentioned before, the real issue isn't omega-6 itself, it's the imbalance. Most seniors today have a 21 omega-6 to omega-3 ratio, when the body thrives on something closer to 2:1. This imbalance causes chronic, low-grade inflammation that silently damages tissues over years. A study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that people with diets high in omega-6, especially from corn oil, had significantly higher C-reactive protein (CRP) levels, a known marker of systemic inflammation and cardiovascular risk. For older adults, this translates to more joint stiffness, more brain fog, more unstable blood sugar, and even increased belly fat. Worse still, most corn oil in the U.S. is derived from genetically modified GMO corn and processed using chemical solvents and high heat, stripping it of any natural nutrients while producing oxidized lipids. These lipids are dangerous. They stick to arterial walls, harden blood vessels, and accelerate aging from the inside. Think about it, your joints ache, your blood sugar spikes after meals, your memory drifts, and yet no one's telling you that the oil in your favorite snack bag might be the root cause. And here's another overlooked threat: restaurants often reuse corn oil multiple times in deep fryers. This process releases aldehydes, toxic compounds directly linked to Parkinson's disease, Alzheimer's, and liver damage. In seniors with slower detox function, these compounds hang around longer, doing more harm. Even if you're cooking at home, you might think corn oil is neutral, but that bland taste is a result of extreme refining, and it's not a sign of safety. A report from Environmental Health Perspectives emphasized that highly refined corn oil has almost zero antioxidant protection, meaning it invites oxidative stress instead of fighting it. And oxidative stress is the spark behind almost every chronic disease of aging, from cancer to cataracts, from heart disease to memory loss. So what can you do? First one, awareness. If you see corn oil, vegetable oil, or blend of oils on a label, especially in baked goods or snack foods, put it back. Your heart, your joints, and your brain will thank you for it. Up next, we'll look at one final oil, one that doesn't even come from a food crop, and yet is found in thousands of products targeting older adults. It may just be the most toxic of them all. Trunk 4, cottonseed oil, the industrial toxin in your pantry. If you've made it this far, you've already discovered how common oils like soybean, canola, and corn can slowly harm your heart, brain, and joints. But the last oil on our list might be the most shocking of all because it's not even food. Cottonseed oil is extracted from the seeds of the cotton plant. Yes, the same plant used to make fabric. Unlike olives or avocados, cotton isn't grown for eating. It's classified as an industrial crop and regulated under laws that allow more pesticide use than food crops. Let that sink in. This means cottonseed oil often carries higher levels of pesticide residue, which can make its way into your food and eventually your bloodstream. And it gets worse. Cottonseed oil is one of the most omega-6 heavy oils on the market, fueling inflammation throughout the body. But what makes it truly dangerous is a naturally occurring toxin in cotton gossypol. Gossypol has been shown in studies to damage liver tissue, suppress immune function, and harm reproductive health in animals. And even though commercial processing reduces gossypol levels, trace amounts often remain, especially in cheap, refined versions. A 2022 study in Toxicology Reports found that long-term exposure to gossypol caused oxidative stress and tissue damage in older lab animals, particularly in the liver and kidneys, both critical organs for detoxification and hormone regulation in seniors. Worse still, cottonseed oil is everywhere. It hides in vegetable oil blends, fried foods, margarine, and baked snacks like cookies and crackers. You probably don't even know it's in your kitchen. And because cottonseed oil is heavily refined and bleached, it has no antioxidant protection, meaning it's completely vulnerable to oxidation during cooking, creating free radicals that damage your cells from the inside out. For seniors who are already more prone to inflammation, joint pain, and cognitive decline, this is a perfect storm. A study published in Metabolic Brain Disease even linked cottonseed oil to memory loss and increased inflammation in the hippocampus, the region of the brain responsible for learning and emotion. Now imagine snacking on chips or baked goods, thinking you're making a small indulgence, when in reality, you're slowly disrupting your memory, weakening your immune system, and flooding your arteries with oxidized fat. And yet, because of its long shelf life and low cost, cottonseed oil is a favorite of food manufacturers, especially in products marketed to seniors. This isn't about fear, it's about informed choice. If there's one oil that truly has no place in your kitchen, especially after 60, it's cottonseed oil. Now that we've covered the 4 most dangerous oils, let's turn the page. Because while these oils harm your health, the next group of oils can do the opposite. They nourish, protect, and even help your body repair. In the next section, we'll begin exploring the 4 healthiest oils for seniors who want to age with strength, clarity, and grace. 3. The 4 best oils for seniors after 60. Nourish instead of harm. Now that we've exposed the 4 oils silently accelerating aging, it's time to shift from damage control to healing. Because the truth is, not all oils are harmful. In fact, the right oils can reduce inflammation, sharpen memory, stabilize blood pressure, and even soothe your joints without medications, just through your plate. Let's look at 4 oils that don't just avoid harm, they actively support longevity and strength in people over 60. 1. Avocado oil, a heart-healthy all-rounder, rich in monounsaturated fats, especially oleic acid. Avocado oil helps reduce LDL bad cholesterol and raise HDL good cholesterol. A study in the Journal of Functional Foods found it improved blood lipid profiles in older adults and lowered inflammatory markers. Bonus, it has a high smoke point perfect for cooking without forming toxins. 2. Extra virgin olive oil, the brain's best friend. The backbone of the Mediterranean diet, this oil is packed with polyphenols that fight oxidative stress. The New England Journal of Medicine showed that seniors consuming extra virgin olive oil daily had a 30% lower risk of heart attack and stroke. It also improves memory and protects against cognitive decline. 3. Virgin coconut oil, energy for aging cells. This oil is rich in medium-chain triglycerides MCTs, which are rapidly turned into ketones, an efficient energy source for the aging brain. A study in Neurobiology of Aging showed cognitive improvements in seniors with memory loss after just 1 dose of MCTs. It also supports gut health and reduces inflammation. 4. Cold-pressed black seed oil, the anti-inflammatory powerhouse. Black seed oil contains thymoquinone, a compound with strong antioxidant and immune-regulating effects. A trial in phytotherapy research found a 47% reduction in inflammatory markers in older adults after 6 weeks of use. It also helped improve respiratory function, blood sugar levels, and even mild memory issues. Together, these oils work with your body, not against it. They support your heart, brain, joints, and immune system without the side effects of synthetic treatments. So instead of just cutting out the bad, start inviting in the good. Even small swaps like replacing your vegetable oil with avocado oil or drizzling olive oil on your salad can gently tip the scale toward healing. In the next section, we'll show you how to safely use these oils, how to combine them in daily meals, and what to look out for when shopping because not all labels tell the truth. 4. How to use healthy oils safely after 60 and avoid the sneaky traps. Knowing which oils are good is one thing, Using them the right way is another. Here are simple, practical tips every senior should follow. 1. Cook smart. Use avocado oil or coconut oil for high-heat cooking, like frying or roasting. They stay stable under heat and won't form toxic byproducts. Use olive oil and black seed oil for low-heat cooking or raw like salad dressings or drizzling over warm dishes. 2. Don't mix good oil with bad. Avoid blending healing oils with cheap processed oils. It cancels out the benefits. Always read labels. Terms like vegetable oil blend often hide canola or cottonseed oil. 3. Read the label like a detective. Look for terms like cold-pressed, virgin, or unrefined. Avoid light, refined, or anything with blends, additives, or long ingredient lists. Good oil should have just one ingredient. 4. Use daily, in small amounts. You don't need a lot. 1 to 2 tablespoons per day is enough to support brain, heart, and joint health. Drizzle olive oil over cooked vegetables. Stir coconut oil into oatmeal, or take half a teaspoon of black seed oil in the morning. 5. Store properly. Keep oils in dark glass bottles, away from sunlight and heat. Oxygen, light, and heat break down nutrients over time. Making these small daily changes adds up over time, helping you feel lighter, sharper, and stronger. In the next section, we'll talk about common mistakes seniors make even when using healthy oils and how to avoid turning a good habit into an invisible risk. 5 common mistakes seniors make with healthy oils. Even when using good oils, many seniors unknowingly make small mistakes that can reduce benefits or cause harm. Let's clear them up. 1. Cooking olive oil at high heat. Extra virgin olive oil is sensitive to heat. Frying with it destroys its antioxidants and creates harmful compounds. Use it raw or on low heat only. 2. Storing oil wrong. Leaving oil near the stove or in clear bottles exposes it to heat and light, breaking down nutrients. Always store in a dark glass bottle, away from heat. 3. Reusing oil. Even healthy oils become harmful when reheated. Reusing oil, especially for frying, creates oxidized fats and toxins. Always use fresh oil. 4. Using too much. More isn't better. Oils are calorie dense. Stick to 1 to 2 tablespoons per day to get the benefits without weight gain or blood sugar spikes. 5. Trusting vague labels. Heart healthy, light, or vegetable oil blend often hide refined or harmful oils. Always read the ingredient list, not just marketing claims. Avoiding these mistakes helps you get the full healing power of good oils without surprise side effects. In our final section, we'll tie everything together so you can feel confident, not confused, every time you cook. Your kitchen can be your medicine or your slow poison. After 60, every choice matters more, and few choices are as repeated and as overlooked as the oil you cook with. You've now seen how 4 common oils quietly inflame your body, fog your memory, and strain your heart. But you've also discovered 4 healing oils, simple, powerful, and deeply nourishing. This isn't about fear, it's about power. Because even in your 60s, 70s, or 80s, you still have the power to heal. Not by doing more, but by choosing better. Your kitchen can become your quiet pharmacy. Your meals can become your daily medicine. Start small. Replace 1 oil. Check 1 label. Try 1 new habit this week. And if today's video gave you clarity, confidence, or a little spark of motivation, please subscribe, leave a comment, and share it with someone you care about. You're not too old. You're not too late. And your body's still listening. So feed it with kindness and watch what happens next.